Wow, wow, wow. Did I not call it, fight fans? I said in my prediction video for Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois that Joe Joyce would win by 10th round stoppage. Who the man? God damn. Joe Joyce defeats Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois takes a knee in the 10th round. His eye busted up pretty bad. The left eye is swollen closed, man. Swollen closed. There's no vision going in that left eye of Daniel Dubois right now. My man Joe Joyce swung one punch the entire fight. A jab, champ. Zeno, did your boy call it 10th round stoppage, fam? Did I call it? I told you, bro. What happens when Joe Joyce don't go away? I told you, man. I told you. The kid wasn't ready. He wasn't ready, bro. He has never faced adversity, never in his career. He was not brought in the manner. They didn't put him in there with a Jennings. They didn't put him in there with the mid-level. They threw him right in here with this killer. Joe Joyce ain't he got something different about him, champ. He could take a licking and keep on ticking. You don't see a heavyweight taking this much punishment. And look at Joe Joyce's face. He got a mark on his forehead, but no clothes, no bleeding. And he took some good right hands from Daniel Dubois. My goodness, man. Joe Joyce defeats Daniel Dubois. Unbelievable. The homie called it. Thumbs up for the fam. You already know, man. You know your boxing. I will listen next time. Hip Hop Underworld. It's all good, fam. I studied these two, man. And when I looked at Joe Joyce, the one thing I kept coming to conclusion-wise was, Slim, this dude he shouldn't be winning. Whenever you see a guy that really should not be winning, a guy that, how did this guy medal in the 2016 Olympics? And you saying he keep winning, he keeps stopping people, but how? When you can't explain that, it's something in him. It's something in him. Now, I believe that Joe Joyce will silling out early. He is not going to last in the heavyweight division fighting in that manner. But he spanked the young boy tonight, man. Spanked the young boy with a jab, champ, with a straight up jab. Joe Joyce barely swung anything outside of a jab. He came forward. He fought in the reactionary gap, got his, right on the outside. And he just kept that lazy jab on him all night long. Repetition. The repetition of Joe Joyce's jab closed Daniel Dubois' eye. The only thing I kept saying for Daniel Dubois, like, why ain't you trying to be first, bro? See, Daniel Dubois, he was catching Joe Joyce, especially in the 5th round, which I thought was his best round. The 5th round was Daniel Dubois' best round. He landed some good right hands in that round. He landed some good right hands in the 6th round. I mean, look at his eye. He landed some good right hands in the 7th round. Joe Joyce just never went away. And once he kind of got them off, it was like he had nothing else out. And I knew round after round, he was chipping away. He was getting tired, more tired. He kept sitting back like, I'm hitting this guy with everything, but he ain't going away. It was just going to be a matter of time. We've seen fights operate like this. Joe Joyce is a second half fighter. That's what he do. I thought he softened him up real good through the first 6 rounds with the jab, though. I got to admit, he softened him up real good with the jab. He stayed disciplined with it, softened him up real well. And I thought he was going to lower the boom probably in the championship rounds, but the boom never came. He literally beat this kid up with a jab tonight, champ. A jab. Frank Warren and the crew, they moved this kid too fast. Too fast, man. Too fast, too much. No mid-level opponent. Some may say, well, Joe Joyce is a mid-level opponent. Joe Joyce is 35 years old. He's an Olympian. The only reason he gave himself 10 years in the boxing game to get to this level. He took his time. As for Daniel Dubois, who was on the Great Britain team, was on the Great Britain national team, he pulled himself out of the Olympics to go pro. They rushed him. Frank Warren got him through, put him on there with all of the Euro bums. Never really tested this kid. See what happens when he's in certain situations. See what happens when he goes deep into a fight and he has someone actually punching at him. Unlike when he went the distance, the one time he went the distance with Kevin Johnson, he had no incoming fire. He had no income. He had no adversity to overcome. And I look at this kid, I say he's big, he's kind of bulky, he's going to suck up some oxygen. All Joe Joyce got to do is survive. And once he survived his flurries, this kid gonna get lost. He took a knee here, though, fam. I want people who haven't seen the fight to know that Daniel Dubois took a knee. He didn't get hit by a big punch. It wasn't a right hand that did it. He took a knee from repetition, a jab. He took a knee from a jab. Man, this hurt the kid tonight, man. This hurt the kid tonight, fam. See what y'all talking about. Pete New in the super chat, man. Stay cooking, man. You know we got this, fam. We called this. Y'all need to understand when the homie said he did his homework, he did his damn homework. I'm on the button with this thing, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I like Joe Joyce. I like Joe Joyce, man. I like him. He's tough. He's gritty. I like Daniel Dubois, too. Daniel Dubois ain't got to go nowhere right now. He's still young. He's 22 years old. He got a long road ahead of him. They just got to slow him. They got to, eke him up. Y'all pulled him out of his amateur career very, very early. For those who don't know, they pulled Daniel Dubois out of the amateurs early. They're moving the kid too fast. Frank Warren is so starving for a hype job of a star. He is in competition with Eddie Hearn, and he rushing this kid. They were so pressed to, let him beat Joe Joyce. And then, Frank Warren, we're going to call up Eddie Hearn and see if we can make something with Oleksandr Usyk. And we're going to do the Sky Sports versus the BT Sports. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to put Daniel Dubois on the cover. They doing all of this, putting the cart before the horse. And ain't nobody stop and think. What happens, though, when Daniel Dubois get tired? What happens when his 22-year-old power doesn't put someone away? Then what does he do? Then most importantly, in Daniel Dubois' case here, he should have made the fight a lot more rougher. He should have made the fight a lot more dirty. He fought the fight too clean. He fought it on the outside, trying to work behind the same combinations. He fought it too clean. He should have got to the inside, use his physical strength against Joyce, push him up against the ropes, bang up on his back. Every time they tangled up, you seen Joe Joyce, the one on the inside of the clinches, hitting the sides of the body. I didn't see Daniel Dubois doing much of that. Got to learn how to overcome adversity, family. Let me see what y'all talking about. Silver Salomo in the building. Salute to the family, man. Thumbs up for the fam, man. Thumbs up for the fam. William Smith said, yo, man, both fighters are awful. Joe is too slow and robotic. I'm telling you, hey, William, hear me when I tell you, man. His slow roboticness is awkward. The way he moves is awkward. He is so slow that he honestly is slow awkward. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's awkward. It's consistent. And on top of that, he has a durable chin. Bro, when you stay constant like that constant repetition, man, wears you down more than anything. And as long as he still has the ability to take punches the way he do, he's going to be a problem. Now, you put him in front of a Deontay Wilder, you put him in front of an Anthony Joshua, where Anthony Joshua throws his combinations much better than Daniel Dubois, where Anthony Joshua gets much better full extension on his punches. And most importantly, Anthony Joshua doesn't abandon the body. So Joe Joyce against Anthony Joshua, that'd be a tough fight. That'd be a very tough fight. But against this kid tonight, he didn't know how to adjust in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. Hey, my man Steven Gannon is in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you? Dubois is still young. He's got plenty of time to improve. Absolutely, 100%. I believe that he has plenty of time to improve, but Frank Warren has to stop seeing dollar signs. Frank Warren has to slow him down. I know Frank needs a star. I know he's looking at young Eddie, and Eddie is doing it real big out there in the UK. I get it. Eddie got the stars over there. He got Usyk, you got AJ over there. You got Dillian White. And I know Frank is feeling like he's getting left in the dust. I get it. Tyson Fury is only half yours, Frank. And then the rest of the half belongs to Bob Arum. So you need that big man. We get it. But you rushed your kid, man. You rushed the kid. You could have gave him what's the guy that just retired? Dave Allen level. Something that step him up gradually since you pulled him out of the amateurs so early. Everybody can't be a Deontay Wilder, getting by on one strong punch that takes him all the way to the top. Everybody can't be Wilder. You got to bring a 22-year-old kid, you got to bring him along a little slower, especially someone who doesn't fully understand certain situations in the ring yet. He didn't take the fight to Joe Joyce tonight. He didn't try to rough up Joe Joyce tonight. He let Joe Joyce control him with a slow, lethargic jab that was constant. Let's hear it in post-fight interview.
I've got to ask Daniel about the ending. What happened, Daniel, in that 10th round? What happened 30 seconds in?
You know, it was, can I say, he caught me with a good jab, and his jab was pretty accurate. And, you know, I couldn't see out of the eye, and I didn't want, you know, it just happens, man. I can't explain it. It was just, you know.
Man, his eyes completely closed, fam. Completely closed.
I was trying my best, and, you know, it happened.
And Joe, what did you think when you saw Daniel back away, touch the eye and take the knee? What thought went through your head?
Well, I was glad it was over.
Joe Joyce always in good spirits, bro.
And I've got to congratulate you because, I mean, people will be at home now and they'll be applauding, they'll be watching it back. You've taken part in something incredibly special here tonight.
Wow.
Daniel, you got caught with the very first punch.
Daniel doesn't look down on himself, though.
5 or 6 seconds, and I saw your body go then. Was that the hardest you've been hit, do you think?
I've been hit hard, you know, but it was positioning maybe, you know. On
the repetition. His eye looks bad, bro.
Hit me, but, you know, I'm a tough guy. I'll come again for sure.
And Joe, you had to come through an incredible amount of pressure. The sort of punches that have left men, you know, flashed all over the canvas. You took them. Were you ever in danger? Were you ever
physically imposing man, Joe Joyce?
No, I've taken some big shots, and respect to Daniel. He's got some power, and he's young, he's fresh, and he's hungry, and he can come again. But I've felt power like that before, and
nothing he hasn't seen.
Experience, I've learned to ride it and come back, and I'm blessed with a good chin, so I can keep going and keep moving forward. And I was kind of, you know, I felt his power, and I was happy to take it, if you know what I mean.
I do.
But preferably not take it.
Is Daniel Dubois as big as a punch as we say he is, fam? Joe Joyce is telling you like, yo, I ate them things like it was nothing. Is he as big as a punch as we thought he was? I mean, he was in there with a bunch of cans, fam.
I didn't know, honestly. I didn't know. I was just fighting. Trying to figure out a way I can break him down and get inside and, you know, let my shots work. But
he fought a good fight, though. I ain't gonna say Dubois ain't fight. He fought Dubois. He fought a good fight.
Perfect shots. Round 3, round 6, round 7.
No, he rolled this punch as well. I was maybe a bit trigger happy, but you know, I need to be smart.
Underestimated skill of Joe Joyce. He rolls punches very, very well. He rolls his punches very, very well.
And Joe, it was just a jab. You didn't go chasing him with the right hand or looking for
just a jab.
You just threw the jab, turned your shoulder, moved away, and avoided him. It was a simple tactic in the end, a good tactic, but a simple one.
Yeah, I felt it landed, and I was mixing it up. And
one second, Joe. Yeah, Dan, you can go. Sorry, Martin. Yeah,
wow.
Go and get your eyes seen too. I appreciate it.
Wow.
Frank, can I pull you in? Is that possible?
We're gonna stop right there. That's all we need for the vid, man. Look, man, this is crazy, fam. I'm gonna tell y'all straight like this. It's something about Joe Joyce, bro. Physically big, imposing man that's constant and consistent. Eventually, he is going to meet that big puncher at the heavyweight division. That's gonna stop all that. You know what I mean? I don't know when that may come. I'm gonna tell y'all straight like this. Aftermath. I want to see Joe Joyce in big fights. I want to see Joe Joyce. I told y'all in the build-up of this fight that the winner of this fight is gonna become a major player at the heavyweight division. They are no longer sitting at the kids' table no more. They're moving up to the big boys' table. Now, the winner of this fight is going to be in conversations with the AJs, the Usyks, the Ortizes, the Wilders, the Furies, the A-listers. And now we got us a new A-lister with Joe Joyce. Welcome to the party. Now, Joe Joyce is rated high amongst all of the sanctioning bodies. He has a golden opportunity, and it can get called in any sanctioning body. I think his best opportunity is going to be in the WBO. Hold on for a second. Frank Warren's talking.
It's a battle of the jabs. Who's ever got the better jab?
Frank Warren, the promoter.
The fight. And it was. I thought it was pretty even, the fight. There was nothing in it. But at the end of the day, couldn't see out the eye, and Joe did what he had to do. He's strong. He's smart, and he come for it.
Now you spoke in private to Daniel there. What did he mention to you? Because it looked to me that he was in terrible pain when he went.
He said he got something on the line. Felt like it was a nerve or something. He said it shot for him, and that was what it was.
Said he was having too much pain in his left eye. Said a nerve or something might have got shot.
Throw it forward. Where does Big Joe go now?
He's in the driving seat, isn't he? That's where he goes now, and he goes for a big 2021.
Usyk, I'm ready for you, Usyk.
Usyk, he wants Usyk.
it's taking time. It's taking time to sink in here. I mean, people were quite stunned. Not just.
I don't need no more of this. This is fluff. This is all fluff. He wants Oleksandr Usyk. Took the words right out of my mouth, fam. I was saying that the winner of this fight should go down the WBO route. That is who was pretty much hovering over this fight tonight. We know Oleksandr Usyk is named as the WBO mandatory, where he wants his opportunity against the WBO champion in Anthony Joshua. And we don't know what Anthony Joshua is going to do right now, whether he's going to fight his mandatory in Usyk, or if he's going to vacate that belt and go after a fight with Tyson Fury. It all depends on what happened with Fury and Wilder. We know how that all playing out. But the way things are looking, he wants Oleksandr Usyk. I like that fight. And I like Joe Joyce to beat Oleksandr Usyk, fam. Yes, I said it. I like Joe Joyce to beat Oleksandr Usyk. I think the consistency will wear Oleksandr Usyk down. Oleksandr Usyk moves. He goes to angles. He's the heavyweight version of Vasyl Lomachenko is what they call him. He can box. We just seen him beat Derek Chisora recently by staying the hell away from Derek Chisora. He may can stay the hell away from Joe Joyce. I don't know. I think eventually Joe Joyce hunts Usyk down, corners him, keeps the jab on him, beats him up, makes it a rough and tough fight. I want to see that fight. I would love that fight. But Oleksandr Usyk, if he does not get his title shot, Oleksandr Usyk going to go insane. You know what I mean? He's already been waiting now for a couple years. He says he's tired of waiting. He's saying he's not going to allow Anthony Joshua to go and face Tyson Fury without seeing him, or anyone else for that matter, without seeing him, or he have to vacate that belt. It is what it is. This is a big fight. Now, politics-wise, it doesn't line up, of course. Politic-wise, we know that Joe Joyce is rocking with Frank Warren and BT, and we know that Oleksandr Usyk is over there with DAZN and Eddie Hearn and that whole get up over there. So I don't know if politically this is going to line up. We see Frank Warren writing letters in y'all newspapers in the UK, begging Eddie Hearn to come and do business. Oh, Eddie, please. I just lost my star. You got yours in Anthony Joshua. I tried to make my own Joshua, but it didn't work. And now your Anthony Joshua is gone. You got Joe Joyce. You rock with Joe Joyce. I'm sure Richard Schaefer going to take him up off you, though. Let me get to the fan, man. Zeno says he quit, man. He definitely quit. He quit, but he says he was in pain. The eye was completely shut. It was the size of a golf ball. He said he had all kind of nerves going through his head. There was all kind of pain running through his head. So, hey, he took that knee in the biggest fight of his career. I don't know, man. That last jab that Joe Joyce caught Dubois with, the last one, it was a power jab, champ. I mean, Joyce's last jab of the fight, boom. I mean, you just seen a buzz of sweat go everywhere. And that's when he took that knee. I said, goodness gracious. I mean, that jab was like a jackhammer. Champ, he beat the man with a jab. I mean, though I thought Joe Joyce was going to win this fight tonight, I thought he was going to do it by beating him up, like staying on top of him and hunting him down and making it an ugly, grungy type fight. He beat him with one punch. It doesn't have to look bad on Daniel Dubois that he lost tonight. What's going to look bad is when people come back and watch this fight and they have to say, he made you quit with a jab. And that ain't marketable, champ. That ain't marketable. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Yeah, man. Felix Nunez says that's disappointing. Very disappointing, bro. The hype train got stopped right there. You know what I mean? But like I say, Triple D, Daniel Dubois, I mean, you're going to be all right, bro. Dubois, you're going to be all right. You just got to go back to the drawing board, slow it down, get that eye looked at, and just think about what do I do when I'm put in these certain situations. In sparring, they need to get someone that's going to swarm him constantly. He needs to learn how to adjust to that and to consistency. What happens when he's deep into a fight? The one thing I fear for Daniel Dubois is how he looks in championship rounds of fights. That's going to be a concern because in his career, he has not been deep into fights that often. The one time he did, he looked tired. What happened? Is this going to be a repeat thing every time? The blueprint is going to start to read, take him deep and drown him. Take him deep and stay consistent. That's going to be a blueprint. And you don't want that out there. You don't want that out there. Williams says they were both really poor fighters. Hey, look, we wasn't watching Evander Holyfield versus Lennox Lewis up in there tonight. You know what I'm saying? But hey, 2020 boxing, you take what you can get. You know what I mean? All day, man, all day. Hold on. My brother D-Lo 404 Boxing is in the building. Joyce has a grown man's chin. Facts. Facts. Grown man chin versus boy power, man. I mean, I think the powers, he's gotten rid of a bunch of guys that stood right there in front of him and were there to be hit. I told people, to me, his most impressive win was the Larte win. But Larte got tired, and Larte was having some success on him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on, we got a super chat up in here. Let me scroll on down. Let me scroll on down to it. There we go. Supreme Beast Boxing in the building. My brother Cadillac Red. Yo, check out Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, fam. Everybody, y'all want that boxing broken down and you being entertained at the same time? Check out my brother Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, man. All day. Joyce, that young boy, man. Hey, for sure. Joyce looked like a 35-year-old youngin' up in here tonight. Non-stop engine, constantly coming forward, eating punches, flicking that big sloth jab out there. And, bro, it's just, didn't I tell y'all leading up to this fight, Joe Joyce's punches are deceptive. They're very deceptive. They don't look like they hurt. They look so slow. They look like they almost pause in the air. But when they land, they destroy things. I don't get it. Even that jab, we seen him landing the whole entire fight. How did that jab that looked like it didn't have much pepper on it for the most part close his eye? How did that jab make the young boy take a knee on the biggest fight of his career? It don't even look like that jab had nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? He has the most deceptive punches in boxing. And if you look at all of his fights, they're all that way. Punches, you be like, yo, how the heck he knocked that guy out with that punch? How did that happen? That's Joe Joyce for you, man. That's Joe Joyce. Nelson says he lost this fight. Yeah, he quit in this fight. Not only did he lose, he quit, and that's going to be a sticking point. Never good to quit, man. Never good to quit. Never good to quit. Kush the Greatest says, yeah, man, yeah, he did. Absolutely. Absolutely. Joe Joyce, plodding feet, slow, predictable punches, but damn has a chin and a way to win because he's a fighter. He has that thing. He has the same thing that Deontay Wilder, Jerry Swift Hurd has. That thing that they keep on winning when they're not supposed to. How the heck did Deontay Wilder medal in the Olympics, but y'all say he got no skills? But he comes out with a bronze medal. How? He got that thing. How the hell did Jerry Swift Hurd beat Sandy Laura? He shouldn't have beat such a fundamentally skilled fighter like that. He has that thing. How did Joe Joyce get in there and beat a 22-year-old powerhouse with a jab? Because he got that thing. You can't train it. And when you got that, you never know which fights he's gonna win or lose. I don't think he can win on the top floor. I don't think he can beat the bombs, Deontay Wilder's. I don't think he can get in there with even the Luis Ortiz's, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury's. I think those guys, the top floor. I think the top floor will pose a problem for Joe Joyce. But I could be wrong. I could honestly be wrong. Because he has the biggest dynamic at the heavyweight division, and that is an ironclad chin. No one in heavyweight is shown to have a chin like Joe Joyce. And we can't say, oh, he ain't been in there with no strong punches. He just took on a 22-year-old powerhouse that stopped pretty much everybody he's been in the ring with. I like Joyce. At the time of the stoppage, going into the 10th round, I had Joe Joyce up on the scorecards 5-4. Close. Round 6 was a close round. Round 7 I thought was a close round, but I gave 6 to Daniel Dubois and I gave 7 to Daniel Dubois, but they were very close rounds. But going into the 10th, I already had Joe Joyce up on the scorecards 5-4 by just flicking out a jab. Family. I'm lost on this, man. I'm lost on this. Triple D was a club fighter. Adrian the Problem Bronner in the building. What's up, family? Triple D was a club fighter the whole time. He was hyped, man. He was incredibly hyped. We got to start paying attention to the opponents that they're putting these fighters in there with before we run around with these high impressions of fighters. You can't, I've been covering the sport now for a while, and we've seen it before. We've seen them bring these guys up and throwing them in there with anybody and looking incredible. I mean, incredible. What he did to Nathan Gorman, that was incredible. But who the hell is Nathan Gorman? He's never been pushed back. He's never had no one to push him back. Dubois will come back. Yeah, I believe so. He has a lot of time to improve. He has a long way to go. And even tonight, I mean, he was doing a good job in it tonight. Don't get me wrong. I don't want y'all to think I'm dumping on the kid because I'm not. And I like him, man. He did some good things in it tonight. It took him a round or two to kind of get warmed up. I thought early on in that first round, I thought he was going to take the fight to Joyce, but he didn't. He was very patient early, looking for his opportunities early. He got out jabbed in the first round. Second round, he started to let his hands go a little more, combination punching, landed a couple good right hands, but nothing. He never followed up on anything. Like he would land a flurry, boom, 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 and then take that step back. Like he didn't follow up, stay on him, keep going. You know what I mean? Like when Jean-Claude Van Damme ran out of the bleachers on Bloodsport and said, "What the hell are you doing? Keep going. You keep going." And he didn't. For whatever reason. Maybe it was the jab. I don't know. But Daniel Dubois, Frank has got they're going to have to think long and hard, man. I mean, he's still good and he still got time. I still think he's better than most of the fighters in the UK. But unfortunately, this loss will set him back, and he will probably stay on the UK level a little bit longer. Making it to the world class, this was the fight that if he would have won tonight, he would have walked to world class. He would have been on his way through the world class door. This loss, in the fashion that he lost in tonight, this might keep him on the Euro level for a fight or two. You know what I mean? And that's just keeping it 100. That thing you can't teach. Dubois, I guess, don't have it. No. To me, Wilder has or had that thing. He isn't the best technically, but found ways to win. I couldn't have said that no better. Exactly. He knows how to win. No matter what's going on in that fight, no matter how fast the other guy's jab is, no matter how strong the other dude is, don't matter. They see something else in the dude. They look at the dude and they don't look at him like we see him. They don't see what we see. They look on the inside. They look at his heart. They're looking at his heart. That's what Joyce was looking at. Joyce the whole time was looking at Dubois' heart. He wasn't looking at how beautiful he throw the jab, or how well he move his feet. What his heart like? That's the question. And then when Joyce took a look, he noticed that no one's never tested his heart. That's what it is. I'm going after his heart. Joyce didn't beat him on skill tonight. Joyce beat him on heart and staying consistent. Heart. The way that Jared Hurd beat Sandy Law on heart, kept coming forward, throwing a left jab, throwing a left hook to the kidney. And people were like, "Oh, Sandy Law doing all of this." That left hook to the kidney was consistent, round after round after round. He might take 1-2 punch, but he's going to throw that left hook in there. Round after round after round. That repetition is what got Sandy Law knocked down. And it gave that fight to Jared Hurd. That thing. And that's what we saw tonight. Repetition works. Repetition definitely works. But in order for a fighter to successfully implement repetition in the ring and keep doing what he's doing, he's got to be willing to have a big heart and take a lot of incoming fire if it comes to that. And this dude tonight, Joe Joyce, he's down for that every time, fam. I'm telling you. That's what's going to make it exciting to see him fight. But I just see a knockout coming real soon on the top floor. I was impressed with the conditioning of Joyce and how he landed them telegraph awkward shots. Yeah, awkward, man. So slow that they awkward. Like he be twisting his hand in the middle of the air, and bro, he just awkward like that. And then he's so big and physically imposing. 6'6". This man is 6'6", and he's just constantly keeping a hand in your face. Every time you move your head, the jab is right. If he don't land the jab, which I told y'all before, he's never really tripping off. If he lands it, great. Look what happened tonight. But that jab was always known to be his distraction. He just kind of flicks it out there just to keep a punch going, just to keep you reacting, keep you moving, keep your hands up, keep your feet moving. And then round 8, round 9, round 10, you're a different fighter. Repetition, man, repetition. BWTM in the building. Salute to your family. Salute to you. Hope you enjoyed that fight tonight, champion. Hope you enjoyed that fight. Salute to the brother, man. All day, all day. He said, "Yo, man, I warned you guys about his heart." Bam! Right there, bro. You said it perfect. Couldn't have said it no better. Hey, bro, we got to link up, man. I would love to link up and talk boxing with you, fam. You said it, man. It was his heart. Joyce looked at the heart, fam. You called it, bro. You called it. You called it. He quit in the amateurs. Oh, now that I did not know. Now that I did not know. He quit in the amateurs and in sparring. So you telling me that this is part of who Daniel Dubois is? Now that I never put that on him. I always thought that, he was a tough kid and he was strong. If he got quit in his blood, bro, this is going to be a repeated thing. This is going to happen again. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, when he gets adversity put on him, when he got to go deep, when he got to dig deep, if quitting is in him, he's no good. And I don't know that that's what the brother is saying. If quitting is in Daniel Dubois, if this is his MO, he's no good. We're wasting our time here. I'm keeping it honest. And I don't know. We'll see this in the future. We see him take another knee like that. Quitting is in him. It's in him. It's in him. It's in him. Triple D has been fighting cab drivers for years. Exactly. The hype train was moving real fast and real loud, fam. Frank Warren did a good job, though. Povetkin put him on, and Povetkin put it on him, and he didn't do well. He wasn't ready. Damn. Well, that's that lack of amateur experience, man. They pulled him out so early in the amateurs because they saw dollar signs. I mean, he pulled himself out. He's a grown man, but they saw dollar signs. They should have kept him in the amateurs, let him develop some more, put him in certain, matchmakers. This is where matchmakers come in boxing. It ain't supposed to be always, let me find a profitable fighter or someone we can make some money. When you are grooming a fighter, the matchmaker's job is to look at the styles of the other opposing fighter and say, what style do I need to see him in there with before I put him on the top floor? They never did that with this kid. They put him in there with, y'all seen this level of competition? The Gormans of the world, bro. Like, for real. Like, not even so much as, like, what, B minus? What, not even so much as C plus, B minus level? I don't know. My brother Keon is in the building. Salute. Man, I should have took your offer, bro. You know what I'm saying? I should have took your offer, bro. Double D is soft, man. He ain't got no heart. Oh, my brother Keon was in here telling me he wasn't going to give me 2-1 odds. I feel you, family. Yo, we learned on him tonight, though, fam. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's most important. That's why you can't, when we don't know about a lot of fighters, when their big moments come, that's when we really learn about the fighter. We can have a gut feeling. We can say, oh yeah, I think he's the goods or this. That moment got to come in every fighter's career where they got to be put in there with the right guy that's going to give us all the answers that we seek. And that's what we found out about Daniel Dubois. So fight fans out there, and to even my uploaders, man, if y'all called this one wrong, we all learned about him tonight. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. We all learned about him tonight. I learned about him, but I already knew about Joyce. That was the difference going into this fight. I knew about Joyce, but I found out about Dubois. And I just figured what Joyce brought to the ring, I didn't see anything that Dubois did that was going to withstand him late into the fight. Just didn't see it. Wow. Yeah, we all learned, fam. We all learned about him tonight. But look, going forward, Keon, we know exactly on how to look at this cat. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. I wonder how he made it to the number 2 ranking in the WBO. You talking about Dubois? I mean, come on, man. You got Frank Warren over there rocking with Bob Arum. Come on, bro. The WBO was all over this event tonight. Come on, you already know. WBO is working through Frank Warren in Europe, man. They got Usyk and AJ on one side, but they giving these little intercontinentals and these little, lower tier WBO belts. They toss them on over there to Frank Warren. So, WBO just trying to keep their name hot, man. Damn. That's crazy, bro. Dubois was only able to make it competitive because he would load up, but he looked out of ideas at times. Dubois has no head movement, and it made it easy for Joyce to hit it constantly in the first 6 rounds. You know what, man? Once his wind started to go, even though Joyce's jab was still kind of lazy, it was landing at will at points. I mean, it was landing straight down the pike, and I'm like, he doesn't see that thing coming. But then again, Daniel Dubois himself doesn't have the fastest hand speed. Now, that's another thing I learned tonight. I've always accredited him with having decent hand speed. Against the dudes he's been fighting, he was putting combinations together. Tonight, I mean, he looked like just a half a click up from Joe Joyce tonight. You know what I mean? So his hand speed, I'm not overly impressed with Daniel Dubois' hand speed tonight, fam. I was really a little taken back by that. I thought he was going to be the much more, faster fighter to get in there to put the combinations together, get out of there, faster feet, younger. he was much more slower than I anticipated tonight. I didn't pay attention to his weight, so I don't know how heavy. I know he was heavier than Joyce, so I don't know. Maybe that could have been. Maybe he was big in this. Punching power versus an iron chin. Dubois fought like Wilder tonight. Come on, fam. Come on. Nah, he ain't fight like Wilder. Wilder don't fight like that. Too much focusing on the right hand and should have used the left hook more. And not following up his work, fam. Not following up his work. I don't know. I don't want to say he admired his work, but I think in the back of his mind, he thought the whole fight, I don't want to get tired. I don't want to get tired. So whenever he would do something good, he would take his foot off the gas. There was no killer instinct there. I truly think in the back of his mind, all he kept hearing, I don't want to get tired. And it ain't so much, it was, fatigue didn't make him quit tonight. Pain made him quit tonight. It wasn't fatigue. He was tired. Don't get me wrong. But you got to remember, the last round I gave Dubois was the 7th. The 8th and the 9th, I gave all to Joyce. But I don't think it was for the fatigue allowed the jab to land a little better, sure, but pain got him out of there tonight, man. Pain. You know what I mean? So, but he was tired. He was huffing and puffing, though, by round 4. He took a lot of time off in some of these rounds. He was huffing and puffing by round 4. My prediction was on point. Joe is a fighting machine who can box, very unorthodox and very heavy hands. Very heavy hands. Facts. Triple D tested it, and he started backpedaling. He broke down Triple D with those jabs and hooks, etc. Exactly. Joyce he got bricks in them gloves, bro. That's why I told y'all, man. Y'all want to do a glove gate? Start with Joyce. You know what I'm saying? The man hit hard, bro. His hands are extremely heavy. He doesn't have to load up. He doesn't have to and even though he didn't put Triple D away with like a hard thud other than that jab, even so, if you look at any of his knockouts, he don't have to super load up on his shots. They be short shots. Slow, short shots. You know what I'm saying? The man hands weigh a ton. I mean, and that's why I say, even though I'm counting Joyce off of the top floor, I don't think he beats any of the top, I don't think he beats Bomb Squad. I don't think he beats Anthony Joshua. I don't think he beats Fury. Dillian White, I think Joyce got a chance against Dillian White. Only because Dillian White fitness level down the stretch always looks suspect. Joyce got a really good chance against Dillian White. But Tyson Fury, AJ, Deontay Wilder, nah. I think he loses to all 3 of them. He might beat Dillian White. He might beat Dillian White. Luis Ortiz, it'll be very close because Luis Ortiz's age and going down the stretch, it'll be interesting to see Joyce and Luis Ortiz. If Luis Ortiz can't stretch Joyce, that'll be an interesting fight too going down the stretch. Joyce is a player, man. He's a player at the big boy table now, and I welcome him. You know what I mean? I was here to I was ready to welcome Triple D, but we welcoming Joyce to the big boy table from here on out. When y'all hear Mainman Mademan talk on Joyce, I will talk on this man's name with respect because he's now walked through the door. Now all he got to do, now that he's on the top floor with everyone else, is win. Let's see. You're no longer on the mid-level. If anything, you can look at this as a restart, if you will. This is the top floor. These are the fights that Joyce has been looking for right here. High recognition fights. We'll see. We'll see. How y'all think he's going to do, man? How y'all think he's going to do? Adrian says, respect the Wilder, respect the Fury. Too many TikTok fighters in boxing afraid to lose. And far too many hype jobs, Adrian. Far too many hype jobs. You know what I'm saying? P. No, man, hit that thumbs up for the fam. Yo, if y'all just seeing me for the first time, I am Mainman Mademan. Come rock with the homie. Thumbs up for me, man. We putting that work in. Most importantly, hit that bell icon. So every time I rock out, you rocking out with me, man. Salute to everybody that's sliding through and seeing me for the first time, man. All day, man. We're a fam over here. All day. We're a fam. Joyce has one of the slowest right hands, and each time that he threw it, he got caught and let Dubois in. So he stuck to the jab. Yeah. So you say every time he had the slowest right. Yeah. And that joint is painfully slow. There were times he was throwing it, and it was just like, it almost looked like it was moving in sections. It was like that section, that section, that section. Now finally got to the destination. I'm like, bro, you can't swing no slower than Joyce. But damn if he ain't effective. My man say jabbed him into submission. Damn. That's vicious, bro. That's vicious. That's vicious. D-Lo says, man, save the eyes campaign. That thing gone, fam. It's gone. It's gone. Hey, yo, everybody, that's another one. D-Lo 44 Boxing. Check out him, man. Y'all want to keep up on this boxing? Look, we got a fam over here, all Boxing Minds, man. Boxing Minds is going to keep you in the know on that reel. Check out D-Lo. That's another one, too, man. But you're right, man. That eye gone, fam. That don't roll down the street somewhere, man. I think the slowness and the awkwardness of Joyce actually makes him great. If he improved technically, he will probably have less success. You know what, King? That's facts. That's fact. It's who he is. You can't make a cheetah change his stripes. You know, one of the things I talk about on the channel a lot is I say cheetah changes stripes, cheetah changes spots. Damn. But one of the things I talk about on the channel a lot is Jarrett Swift Hurd and how he linked up with Coach K. Karoma. And some say, well, this got to be the remaking, the redoing of Jarrett Hurd. He can't survive long in the sport by boxing the way he boxed. But when we seen Jarrett Hurd in the ring, the second he started to get outboxed, what happened? He went back to what he known to be, and he got the job done. My thing is, some fighters are who they are. We can sit here, like I told people tonight, Ishmael Silas, the head coach of Joe Joyce, was not in the corner tonight. His head coach wasn't there, but it didn't matter. Because Joe Joyce is an instinctual fighter, and he's going to be the same Joe Joyce no matter what. Once he gets hit, he's going to be that Joyce, that big, long sloth of a jab, looking to load up on a shot, maybe to get next to him and load up a big shot and go deep into a fight. That's Joe Joyce. Take a bunch of punches. That's Joe Joyce. And tonight, he did not take nearly as many punches as I thought. That's another thing. We thought he was going to take much more tonight. Didn't take as much incoming fire as I thought. Took some right hands. He ate them. Ate some good right hands. Ate some good 1-2s. But I thought it would still be a lot more. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on, fam. Hold on. Let me scroll down. Oh, my brother in the super chat, P. Newell says, man, again, put the thumbs up. Hey, yo, hit the thumbs up for us, fam. UK, I know y'all looking at us out there, man. Hey, I know it's late out there in the UK too, man. Salute to Lakenheath, salute to Cambridge, salute to London, salute to Ipswich, man. I used to be out there. Yo, show your homies some love, man. You know what I'm talking about? Thumbs up for the fam. I know it's like the middle of the night out there or something like that, but y'all can hit that thumbs up, though. You know what I'm saying? Joe Joyce, slow as hell. No doubt comical. Yeah, he's comical and he's slow, but he's awkward and effective. I'll take awkward and effective over comical any day. Awkward and effective. That's what's important. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important. Joyce is not human. He has a metal skull. Man, that joint bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? Man, got a bulletproof skull, bro. A bulletproof chin. Everything, man. I don't know what it's going to take to put Joe Joyce down. I don't know what it's going to take. It's going to take a tank, a bazooka at the same damn time. You know what I mean? But this man is... He's a boogeyman, Joe. He's a Michael Myers. He's a Freddy Krueger. Man, the man, I don't know what it's gonna take. A silver bullet? I don't know. But somebody need to show me that they can put Joe Joyce down, bro. Because I ain't seen nobody do it yet. He is unorthodox. He appears slow to us, but the guy in front of him gets tagged every time he throws his awkward shots. They're so slow that they're awkward. And like I said, they're slow, awkward, and when they land, they destroy. That's you don't see that often, man. Like you remember Jarrell Big Baby Miller, right? Jarrell, I mean, yeah, we know he had all the kind of PEDs going through his blood, but he used to try to beat you by death of 1,000 cuts. Like little shots, just keep putting little shots on you round after round after round till he wears you down and you get you out of there, right? That was the strategy of Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Now, it's an effective strategy. It just, that consistency. It's something about consistency, man, that's honestly, if you, like I said, execute it properly, it outdoes skills because it tests your heart. It tests your attrition. It tests who you are. It tests your resolve. You can have a dude in front of you, man. He can be the most talented, fastest puncher. He moves right. He sets his feet when he punch. Everything is fundamentally sound, but yet and still his heart, when he get put in certain positions, when he getting drowned, when he get buzzed up, he don't know how to operate because he ain't got that heart. Fighters with heart, they go a long way in the sport of boxing and give us a lot of good fights. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even look like he was in a fight of that magnitude. He didn't. Looked like he just kind of, And that's what I mean. You look at Daniel Dubois' eye closed up, looking like a golf ball, humongous. I hope he all right, you know what I mean? But off the jab of not a right hand, not a big right hand, off a jab. That's some scary stuff, bro. That man hands, I don't know how heavy his hand, bro. That man need to go into like hand wrestling or something like that. You know what I mean? Because, bro, like, how heavy is his hands if he closing you up, busting you up with a jab? You laying big right hands on him and he barely marked up. It just don't add up, bro. That's Joe Joyce. That's that thing. You know what I'm saying? That's that thing. Joyce cheated. He tampered with his gloves, says Chris. I'm with Chris. Something going on with Joe Joyce's gloves, bro. Something is going on with his gloves, man. But, you know, I enjoyed this fight tonight, man. I really did, man. And we called this perfectly, like I told the fam. If anybody heard my breakdown of this fight and prediction, we called it squarely on the button, 10th round stoppage. I didn't see the stoppage happening this way, but I still called it a 10th round stoppage. I was betting on Joe Joyce all the way. I like Joe Joyce. I'm a fan. Big goofy dude, but I like him. You know what I mean? I'm a fan. I like his heart. I like the fact that I don't think he backs away from no challenge. I always liked the way that Joe Joyce moved in his career. He didn't let no outfit, no suit tell him how to move in boxing. He invaded America on his own terms, kicking David Haye to the side like, David Haye, sorry, you can't get the big fights for me. I asked for the Derek Chisora fight. You didn't get me the Derek Chisora fight. I'm gone to America. Joe Joyce ain't got no time to be playing. And I don't think he runs from no one. And he's in a good spot politically, technically, to get a lot of fights. Richard Schaefer's still in his corner, from what I understand. Frank Warner's in his corner, from what I understand. That's America and UK. Joe Joyce's future is looking up. Y'all don't see it now, but his future is looking up. If he gets through this WBO shot with Oleksandr Usyk or however that might play out, I got him beating Usyk. If this goes down the route that Anthony Joshua vacates that WBO belt and Oleksandr Usyk has to fight Joe Joyce for that WBO belt, I'm rocking with Joyce. I don't see Hearn doing it. Don't see Hearn doing it. If it happens, don't see Hearn doing it. Usyk gonna get wiped out. Usyk gonna get wiped out, fam. I'm telling y'all some real spiel. I love the Hart Margarito showed against Pacquiao, the Hart Froch showed against George Groves, and the Hart that Tim Bradley showed against Provodnikov. You can't train Hart, bro. Can't train it. You can't train it. The only thing you can do is hope to beat the man so bad that he physically cannot go on. But Hart ain't gonna stop. And when you got Hart, you don't stop. You T1000. No, damn, you ain't T1000. You Arnold. Arnold never stopped. Arnold had Terminator 1, 2, 3, 50, 60, 70. He never stopped coming. You know what I mean? When you got Hart, you ain't got to be the top model Terminator. You ain't got to be T1000. You ain't got to be T20,000. All you need to be is Arnold Schwarzenegger. The guy with the heart. The old school machine. The one that don't take nothing, that's willing to go through the walls, through the bombs, everything, just to get to the goal. You need to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Damn being T1000. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. Real spill. My brother P. Newell back in the super chat, man. No turtlenecks and briefcase. This is how we get down on Mainman channel. All day, man. All day. Man, much love to my brother P. Newell, man. We get down over here. We a fam. Everybody that signed up off this video, thank you and salute. Welcome to the fam, man. Welcome to the fam. Look, I'll be back tonight after the Mike Tyson situation. I'll probably come on here after that. And up tomorrow, we will be doing the flagship program known as We Talking Boxing, where we will break all of this down more on a professional level. And we'll also talk about the Daniel Jacobs situation. They talk about turtlenecks, P. Newell. We'll talk about the Daniel Jacobs situation, man. And my man Daniel Jacobs don't look hungry like that no more, man. And I don't know. But I got to honestly say, Daniel Jacobs fought one of the worst fights I've ever seen him fight. Gabe Rosado fought the best fighting of his life and still fell a little short. Levels. But we'll talk about that too and much, much more, man. But we'll get up with Tyson fight tonight and we'll see what it is, man. Lil Sweat Real is in the building. Salute B Moore is in the building. Salute to the DMV, man. All day, man. Salute to all of the fam that slid through, man. Sunday, what time, P Newell? We looking at about give or take between 6 and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? We'll be on right around that time tomorrow evening. And we're going to break all this down on the mic like we always do, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Salute to everybody. Thank you for everybody who signed up today. And I'll see y'all again real soon. Y'all stay safe out there, man. You know, that bug's still flying around, man. We ain't got time to be playing out here. Stay safe and stay stressed and sucker free. And like I always say, man, to the next video. Peace out.